Now that you have a brief idea of how travelers use our platform to get connected with your listing, you might be wondering, what's the Big Four? Great question. The Big Four is a framework that will improve your overall performance on Vrbo and create positive end-to-end traveler experiences. You can also think of it as a guide that includes 4 critical strategies that will help lead you to success on our platform. The rest of this video series will be focused on tips within this framework that will help your listing meet its full potential. This is a brief overview of all the topics we'll be covering under the Big Four. Number 1, create quality content. This is really about having a high quality property that appeals to travelers and bringing that unique place to life through your property pages. This can include things like professional pictures, showing and having amenities travelers want, an eye-popping headline, and a virtual tour. Number 2, set competitive rates. We will go over establishing your initial price, maintaining competitive pricing, adjusting your price according to demand, and market maker. Number 3, accept and honor bookings. We'll be talking about quite a few topics: acceptance rate, cancellation rate, response time, cancellations, calendar availability, and how to manage your business anywhere, anytime on the Owner mobile app. And finally, number 4, earn great reviews. We'll provide information on the importance of reviews, how to obtain the first review, and why reviewing the traveler first is critical. Overall, the Big Four work together to help you as a homeowner optimize your ranking and grow your business on Vrbo. Shall we get started? Big Four number 1, create quality content. Due to Vrbo being an online marketplace, providing travelers with quality content is essential. Doing so will give you a competitive advantage and help your vacation rental home stand out. First thing we will be covering are headlines. Before travelers even click on your home, the main things you have to distinguish yourself from others are your photos, headline, amenities, and price. Here we have created 2 examples of good headlines and 2 examples of headlines that could be improved. On the left, you see 2 effective headlines that follow our do tips. Do highlight unique amenities, like near lakes and fishing docks. Do utilize engaging adjectives, such as lovely or cozy. Do tie your featured photo into your headline. Your thumbnail photo is the image that shows up on Vrbo's search results and is the biggest and first image that travelers see. We would have a beautifully lit seaside condo picture and an inviting cabin picture for these 2 examples. And finally, do tactfully use punctuation. Punctuation can help you draw attention to your listing, but overuse or misuse can result in the opposite effect. On the right are 2 examples that could use improvement. Remember, don't include the number of bathrooms and bedrooms. These are already listed under each listing on Vrbo's search results, so including them in your headline takes up space that you could have used to emphasize other important features of your listing. Don't include city, state, or country. Travelers will already know which city you are located in because that is the first piece of information that they enter into our search engine. Instead, consider including a cool attraction near your property. Don't use abbreviations or acronyms. Spell out words. In our example, we would type out river instead of using RVR. And finally, don't use all caps. This can come off as a little strong to travelers. Now on to the description of your property. As mentioned previously, the description helps you match with the right traveler and is a place where you can make your listing more personalized and engaging. Create your description in 4 steps. First, do your research. Look at what other home listings near you are doing with their descriptions. Take time to search what most travelers in your area like to do and if there are any common and desirable amenities. Second, interview yourself. Pretend to be a potential guest and ask yourself critical questions. Some examples of questions that you can ask yourself when writing your property's description include, what is the floor plan like? What are the sleeping arrangements like? What's unique about my property? How far away are local attractions? What kind of travelers am I targeting? And others. Consider what kind of information that traveler may be seeking. Third, write. Paint a picture of your home while remaining articulate and clear. Keep your description to 700 to 1,000 characters. Highlight your home's unique amenities. And finally, check your work. Proofread to find grammar and spelling mistakes. Ask others for feedback. Our last piece of advice is that while you write, ask yourself, what do I love about this property? This prompts you to think and write about your vacation home in a way that can help you connect emotionally with your potential guests. Next up, photos. Your photos are one of the most critical, if not the most critical part of your listing. The saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words, cannot be any more true on our Vrbo platform. Before we dive in, I just want to highlight that the biggest takeaway from this section is the significance of having good lighting in all of your photos. Lighting has the power of making or breaking your pictures. So make sure you capture images of your rental home at the right time of day with the right equipment. First, the more high quality photos, the better. You should prioritize and place your best photos that set you apart from other listings at the beginning because those will be the first ones that travelers see. You can include up to 50 pictures for each of your listings. This includes pictures of nearby restaurants, tourist attractions, hiking trails, and more. All of these can help you highlight your listing's favorable location. For each photo you add, make sure to give a quick caption to let the traveler know what they are looking at. This is particularly important for nearby amenities. Just remember to keep these captions updated as well. Here's an example of a nearby amenity photo with a good caption. Soaring Woods Park is just a 5-minute walk from our home, a great place to bring the kids and adults alike. Second, stage your pictures. Showcase your amenities. Artistically place your yoga mat on the wooden floor, your hand-sculpted bowls on the marble kitchen counter, etc. You know what your vacation home has to offer, so showcase it through photos to allow travelers to see it too. It's also a good idea to list all that you have to offer under your amenities, description, and photos. Also, don't be scared to add extra aesthetics. Help the traveler envision themselves staying at your vacation home. For example, a picture of a bathtub with a bubble bath and rose petals will appear much more appealing than an empty tub. Travelers also appreciate the extra effort. Quick tip, do not include moving objects in your shots, such as a turned on fan, TV, or even roaming pet. Third, consider hiring a professional. Professional photographers know how to bring a home story to life. Through finding the best lighting, angle, and resolution, professional photographers will be able to help you truly convey how beautiful your vacation home is. Ultimately, having professional photos will help you build a feeling of trust and positivity with travelers. And finally, keep your photos current. No traveler wants to book a vacation home with beautiful photos only to arrive at the location to discover that the listing has seen years of wear and tear since the photos were taken. So, update your pictures frequently. Now that we've covered the most important photo tips, let's look at some examples that follow our best practices. Example 1. This listing professionally captured the natural lighting of the room and the light generated by the lamps, showcasing both of them beautifully. This high-quality picture uses many of our photo tips. Wide view of the room so that we can see all angles, staged bed for travelers to feel at home, and open windows for travelers to view. Example 2, another amazing high-quality photo. Once again, the lighting is perfect and we can easily see every asset in this picture. The angle that the picture was taken in also demonstrates how long the living space is, something that travelers love. The fan is turned off and the pieces of furniture are placed aesthetically, such as the eye pattern mat on top of the beige-colored sofa. Example 3, breathtaking shot of the property's exterior. Just looking at this picture makes you want to visit and live in it. This photo uses the sunlight to complement the home and its surrounding environment. The wide angle completely showcases the entire front view of the home. Additionally, including snow in this shot is a plus. Perhaps a family is looking for a snow amenity to celebrate the December holidays. Our last topic for Big Four number 1 are virtual tours. We're excited to walk you guys through virtual tours because it is a recent feature that Vrbo has just launched. What exactly are virtual tours? Great question. It is a great Vrbo feature that uses an immersive technology which enables individuals to experience a 360-degree interactive view of your space, including the features, amenities, layout, and other details that help travelers inform their decision to book. The images here on this slide show us the traveler's point of view when a listing offers virtual tours and how they can access it. Travelers can choose to filter their search to only obtain results that have virtual tours. So if your listing has one, this already increases your appearance on the Vrbo platform. Once your listing shows up in the search results, there will be a dedicated icon of a house with an arrow at the top left corner, indicating that this listing has a virtual tour. After clicking on your listing and its photos, travelers will see a zoomed up image of the house icon with a button named Take a Virtual Tour. Once clicked, the button will transport the travelers into your living space. The last picture depicts the big gray arrow that travelers can use to navigate around your home. Travelers can click on anywhere in the image to move forward in that direction. Overall, virtual tours help travelers gain a better idea of what it actually feels like to live in your home and help travelers trust what your property is fully offering. Pictures can sometimes be limited in their ability to capture the big picture, so virtual tours give your guests a sense of ease because they can explore your property before booking. Not only does this make a good traveler experience, but it also drives conversion. This leads into the 4 benefits of including a virtual tour in your listing. First, your listing will stand out from similar properties in your area. Second, it will set traveler expectations with an immersive, detailed look at your home. Third, virtual tours satisfy the growing demand for interactive shopping experiences. And fourth, it will reduce traveler inquiries about your property and shorten time to booking. Check out the link below to find out more information on virtual tours. That concludes our first Big 4. On to the next one.